Sails out of the back of the end zone. He wants to change this route.
Base 27, John. Base 27, ready to go.
They'll run the toss. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
To the air on second down. Throws for the tight end. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
There might not be a hotter player right now in college football than this guy right here. He had 2 picks in their last game. He already has an interception in the first drive of this one. Quarterbacks, they're going to figure it out eventually. Stop throwing his way.
This offense has it with really good field position. The give from the gun. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Cowboys in a good spot here with second and short. Finds his man. It's Melton. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. And the Cowboys come to the line in the hurry-up. Fires to the tight end. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Melton. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle.
7, Iowa State, 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Runs out of bounds.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Horn. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
The Cyclones with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Cowboys! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make 2nd and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Off play action on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Works the middle. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel, understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's caught downfield. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Obviously, 3rd downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set it down, continue to wear on this defense.
And the Cyclones racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
The Cyclones are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to go up top. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it.
Here we go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Back to pass on 2nd down. Rushes on him. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he's got it inside the 25. They finally get him on the ground, and what a way for this offense to wrap up the first quarter. We've reached a break. Oklahoma State is on top, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So first down here as they go back to work.
Military stun.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Down. Ready to go.
Off the play fake. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Off the RPO, complete. Touchdown, Cyclone! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll go to the air. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The inside handoff. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Melton. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
And the Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Makes the catch. It's Davis. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
The Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Cowboys want to pick up the tempo.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up with tempo. They're ready to do it again.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker. Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown, Cowboys! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Army is in trouble right now, and unless something changes, this could be the kind of loss that sets that program back significantly. They're trailing by 14 to UCLA. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. State sending the offense back out. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Goes to the option. The pitch. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Finds the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football.
There he goes! Touchdown, Iowa State! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Hold and fire complete.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Cowboys can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
A strike downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They'll move the wide receiver. To the ground. He's got it again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Got enough for the first down. Oh, look out the line. He's at the 30. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cyclones!
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Defense playing a bail technique. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going to fire to the left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. At the 45 on his way. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Cyclones will kick it away to crank up the second half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football back.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Got his man. All by himself down the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
Well, we know this offense can score points in a variety of ways. You saw it in the first half, and here we go in the second half. They're explosive. They've got playmakers all over the field, and they waste no time putting up another touchdown.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce.
Football 7. Football 7. Wrong.
He wants to throw it. And it's picked off at the goal line.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Returner runs out of bounds.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Making side adjustments here. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Crosses to 40. Still on his feet at the 45. Turning it on. Touchdown, Iowa State. And the comeback is on.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Georgia State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. That's caught. It's Davis. Looking for room at the 40. At the 45 on his way. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The Cowboys want to move quickly. Now from inside the red zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the defense, got him at the 27.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. If you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility, he now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. The sure hands, it's Davis. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, 1st and goal.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Makes the grab on the left. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And he makes the extra point.
Oklahoma State 41, Iowa State 29.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Wants to go up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got an open man. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on 1st down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Might be changing the route. They'll try to get outside. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. He'll off one deep down the left side. Pulls it in inside the 10. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. The Cyclones will hustle to the line.
Cooler 18. Cooler 18.
Tries again to get it in. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Oklahoma State.
I mean, they got nothing on the last snap. Let's see if they try to throw it in on 3rd and goal from the 1.
Music now. Music now. Press.
Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Cyclones! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. To the air on first down. He lets it fly. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's moving out of the pocket. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Cyclones moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got him downfield. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Floats it out in space. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory.
36.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
Charcoal! Charcoal!
A first down run in the red zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second and goal coming up. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Touchdown, Iowa State! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Up by 1, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. They want to throw it. It's caught for the 2.
You know, teams practice two-point plays all throughout the week and all throughout the year for situations like that. You need to make it a three-point game so your opponent can only tie now with a field goal. Great job of execution.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught close to the marker. It's Melton. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. The run from the shotgun. Oh, better look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the 4th quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Missouri is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Columbia for some time. They're up by 18 over Eastern Michigan. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, this quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers.
Oh, he's got some space. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Cowboys in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a space. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
one-possession game. You have got to be able to give your quarterback an opportunity to survey the field. He didn't have it that time. Got hit. It affected the accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a shot toward the end zone, and he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. Fellas, we have a tie ball game here in the fourth.
I am not always the most positive guy towards kickers. We all know that. But how about that, man? First opportunity in the game, in the fourth quarter, when your team needed it, the game now tied because of his foot.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so...
Turning it on! Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Picks up the first down. At the 20, he's got space. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
And the Cyclones will try to put one on the board on first and goal. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
So they got nothing on the last play. Here's third and goal from the 1. They'll try to power it in. Touchdown, Cyclones! They move on top here in the fourth.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
And oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, Dave.
Flying out to the left. The 20. He's at... And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try. Time to take a shot. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Line getting set on second down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. From the gun to give, looking for room. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Back to pass. On the run, still looking. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Kansas State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's got it down the left. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man on the outside. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. The give to the back. Plows through the defense.
And this offense tries to run, and unsuccessfully. Nice defense up front. Nice job playing the run and the pass in a passing-type situation. Offense, they've got to get a little bit aggressive here. They need points on the board late.
Grab near the sticks. It's Horn. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Throwing right. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Now we'll put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.